Hey everyone, what's up? Today we'll be playing the Dead Space remake. I love the Dead Space series. Part 1 was probably my least favorite. I know that's surprising probably to hear. Obviously, most people's favorite, I think, is Part 2. That was my personal favorite as well, but I think I like 3 a little bit more than 1. What's funny, though, is coming back to this game, I guess with the minor improvements. I don't know exactly what they are, but I'm enjoying this way more than I enjoyed my first playthrough of Dead Space. Maybe it's because I'm more familiar with it. I became more of a fan through the sequels. Like, I played the first game first. Maybe the graphics look a little bit better. I had to put everything to 1080p because I have no way to record anything higher resolution. This game does have somewhat of a soft look anyway. I think it's upscaled, but I've been really excited playing this the way I've been like when I played the Resident Evil 2 remake, and that's a good thing because that's one of my favorite PlayStation 4 games. I'm really surprised. I got the Callisto Protocol, which is a spiritual successor to this, made by the original people who made Dead Space, and yeah, that game did not feel like Dead Space as much as I wanted it to, and I like the game a lot, and I plan on finishing it, and I think it's a good game, but there's something about it that's missing and I can't quite place it, and I think it has to do with the shooting mechanics where Callisto Protocol I feel like focuses more on melee combat. Also, I really like the haunted house style of the jump scares. It's not particularly scary to me, but I like how it gets your adrenaline going. So without further ado, let me shut the hell up so I don't spend this whole video in one room, because I'm trying to keep these videos at watchable length. So let me get started. Hope you're all doing well, by the way. I'm putting my headphones on, so if I sound like I'm stupid like yesterday when I was trying to pronounce degradation, that's why. Alright, let me continue. I love the lighting. I actually had to pick an option to turn the lights off. I guess that'd be scary to most, but it's kind of exciting to me because I really love suspenseful horror moments. My dream space game would be like a game like with aliens guns, but the atmosphere of alien isolation, and have like really good AI where like the aliens are quite difficult to defeat. I'm not sure how ammo conservation is going to come up later in the game. I remember that being an issue in the original. Maybe I'm used to playing the game, but I feel like this is easier than the original Dead Space, but maybe I've gotten better at video games since then, because I think the PS3, even though we had analog sticks in the PS1, PS2 generation, I feel like the PS3 is the one that really took advantage of the dual analog stick control setup, or at least perfected it. Like, they had dual analog sticks in the PS2, but I always felt like they felt a little bit off. It wasn't until, I'd say, Call of Duty 4, like Modern Warfare, not the remake, the first one. I feel like that was the first time they perfected the feel of a first-person shooter on console. They did a fairly decent job with Call of Duty 2 on a 360. That's my favorite version. I have the PC version as well. Did I originally beat it on PC? I can't remember. I know it's hard for me to imagine me playing something on PC, but I did go through a small PC phase. So basically, you aren't a hero or anything in this game. If you're at all familiar with Dead Space, you're just like a basic ass engineer. You're not like a space marine or anything. Like, all your tools are like really like welding tools. You do get guns eventually, like the other people are holding, but really most of your tools are for like pipe cutting and stuff, which is great for limb removal, but also something that I fucking miss because sometimes I'm lazy, I guess, in games, because, you know, time is precious. I love the fact that you can do that again. I'm glad they brought that back. Also, you can listen to all your recordings and everything while you walk and explore and not stuck at a static pause screen, which is super nice. I heard the lighting effects aren't as impressive as Callisto Protocol. I feel like this is just as good. Let me see if you got anything. I love survival horror games, and I think it's because it reminds me of those dark house rides at like the fair and stuff. They used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I don't know, it's kind of nostalgic and exciting. Like, I would love it. I mean, it sounds so strange, but I'd love it if a game gives me a creeps. But if it at least gets my adrenaline flowing and like makes me feel something, like the intensity of the game or the suspense, I mean, I'll take it. And I think that's why I like survival horror, because I feel like besides like hardcore storytelling through events and stuff like that, survival horror is like almost like a psychological ride, you know? They design it in a way to like try to manipulate your senses, but I guess in a fearful way. I mean, I guess every game tries to do it, but usually it's like in an artistic, breathtaking like way, where this game is nice looking, but it's supposed to make you feel the uneasiness. Alright, thank you. Stasis comes in really handy, at least in part 2. I remember more of part 2 and part 3. They're pretty generous with save stations here. I forgot about the alien like camera like porthole. Nine times out of 10, if you hear something, it's probably behind you. I heard this game changes depending on the AI or whatever, so you don't always get the same interactions every time you play through. The scares are different, which I believe the first game I saw do something like that was Resident Evil 3. Like, they'd have jump scares in areas, but sometimes they wouldn't happen, or they switch what happened. Like, one time a dog jumped out of the bus. Next time I played through the game, like, crows busted out of the windows. And then one time nothing happened, you know? That's pretty cool, actually. Pretty advanced for a PlayStation 1 game, for sure. Where am I going without ever knowing the way? Replace the damaged tram. If I bust, I must. According to my calculations, I could go forward. Let me just unlock this door. Let me just aggressively stomp this. Alright. Held this well-made container. I bet that would keep spaghetti fresh for at least 2 weeks.
Message retrieved.
Cool. See how convenient that is? That is so nice. I'd still play the game. I'm not shitting on Callisto Protocol. There's just little things that I miss in Dead Space that weren't in Callisto Protocol, that I didn't think were a big deal, but when they're gone, you kind of miss them. And there's a lot of good games that are guilty of that. Like I said, like Last of Us makes you do it. Uncharted, another Naughty Dog game. Tomb Raider. Like picking games mostly in the same genre beside The Last of Us. Alright, we're supposed to go here, so what am I fixing? I'll take them, but where am I going? Damn you, poor lighting conditions. I'm gonna blame it on the lighting conditions, not my lack of problem solving. Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you. Alright, let's go in here. I'm hearing voices. I'm in more than usual. I keep on trying to push this shoulder button to run because I was playing The Last of Us so much. This one you just pushing the stick like the like a first-person shooter game. Well, most common first-person shooter games are out. There's that occasional one that tries to be different. Oh, I don't think she's getting up from that. Alright. Great. You're putting your artwork on display. I appreciate the ambition. You know, most people don't take that much care in displaying their work. Kudos. Yeah, I know where the damaged tram is, but obviously I can't get to the part I need to fix it. So let's see what our objectives are. Just the effing tram. Alright, I'm not doing something right. I think maybe this is where I need to go. Which is where I was, so clearly I must have missed something. What was that? Credits again? Thank you. It's like having a fat stack of cash, but like, speaking of the Callisto Protocol, it just got updated. It's like having like a ton of cash and no stores. It's like, what good is that gonna do me right now? How do I engage the claw? Do I have to do something physically? Do I mess with this? What do I do here? Oh. Yes.
Systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
I feel like an old person trying to work a modern PC. Trying to figure out this futuristic technology that's partial hologram. I have noise canceling headphones on, but I felt it through the floor. My dog just laid on the floor, so if you heard that noise, that's what it was. Well, if the claw is disengaged, do I have to fix it? Well, I just gotta go back to each menu. Oh! Dang it. Why are you guys always trying to fuck my shit up? You should have gave me bullets after that display. Or whatever I'm shooting. Alright. So we need... And then we need a...
Any luck moving that tram car?
The autoloader's busted, but spaces should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great. But hurry. Okay.
You know, work on your greetings. Good God, why? Of course I got stuck. There's always one of these assholes that are behind you. Wasted so much ammo on this asshole. I'm gonna let him kill me, and just for the fact that first I'm curious what it looks like. Second, I'm not gonna waste my health packs on that mistake. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Alright. No, stomp on it. Don't be shy, stomp on it. You need to take some inspiration from the Doom guy that literally punches everything when he gets a power up. If you're wondering why I awkwardly ran into that corner, I happened to look at the time to see how long this video was so far. I try to keep them under 30 minutes. Unless I'm like really like into the video. This game I really have to pay attention to because I can get sucked into it easy. I spend more time playing it than I anticipated.
I keep hearing things down in the gears where no one can see. You know? I know.
Perhaps if I could somehow get both of them. Yeah, get away from me, you jerk. You're like wasting all my stasis shit. How many are there? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that health pack. Dude, that is kind of I feel like it's cheap a little bit. I don't want to say that. I have to figure this out. It's like trying to move around really fast in a NASA spacesuit. I gotta be more careful. This isn't The Last of Us. I'm not as nimble. It's so funny, like in the Callisto Protocol, like you have to box like your creatures.
Repair systems online. Loading system reinitialized. Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please contact a repair technician.
Okay. Yes. I mean, take a hint. Yeah. Message don't fuck with me.
We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Several here sent me a status module now. No idea. There's a lot of systems breaking down.
Shoot straight.
No?
Alright, that went a little bit better than last time. It's all credits, damn it. I wasted a lot of bullets on these a-holes. Alright, let me get the other one. Oh. Please be, yes. It's a little goopy down there. I remember this puzzle vaguely from the original. I think for a split second it threw me off the first time I can play it, even though it was a pretty simple puzzle. I just didn't know when to hit it with the stasis stream exactly.
Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
It was like, am I supposed to do it before or after? That's the part that kind of throws me off a little bit. I love space games with a lot of steam and light spraying everywhere. And like, I love that. Sorry, I was getting shot at there. I just love in space games how they like get that alien aesthetic with all the steam blowing through the air shafts and then the light shafts shining through it. It just always looks so cool to me. And this game has a lot of that aesthetic. Feeling stressed sometimes? Try a Snickers. Why are they throwing so many of these buttholes at me? And why doesn't he have like a fucking... In the remake, you should have gave him like some sort of evasive remover. Let me recharge my spinal cord.
Hurry. I keep hearing.
I kind of like the little health bar, how they redesigned it on his back. It kind of reminds me of like those old vacuum tube fuses, which I personally think are really cool. Alright, tram replace. Call the tram. Let me recharge my doodad. Thank you. My doodad has been recharged. I appreciate it. I feel stronger already now that my doodad's charged. Alright. I guess you're supposed to use stasis, which I didn't even think about to slow him down. That sounds behind me. Man, they really fuck with the sound in these horror games because it'll sound like it's right behind you. You'll turn around, there's nothing there. So it's kind of difficult sometimes listening like to sound as a strategy to figure out where they are, because the developers kind of fuck with you a little bit. But I'm gonna stop this game here so it's not overly long. If you like the original Dead Space, I mean, I feel like this game's a no-brainer. It adds just enough fresh and it feels familiar at the same time. And if you want to play the best version, it's like the same thing how I feel with The Last of Us Part 1 for PS5, the remake. But anyway, I am thoroughly enjoying this game. I have nothing but good things to say about it. So far, I haven't really come across anything complaint worthy. Yeah, I'm loving this so far. That's all I can say. Decide for yourself. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Take care. Bye.
If you want to, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.